Shalom, all praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach and well, who taught me this truth. Peace, salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth and risking their lives through the four corners of the earth. To the Akwatim, listening, learning in sincerity and truth and in silence, Shalom. Akyam, meaning brothers, Akwatim, meaning sisters, Shalom, meaning peace be unto you. It's your brother Shema from the GMS Toronto camp here in Toronto. Here with another lesson. Right. We'll get right into it. CBS News, March 19th, 2025. The hopeful year of our deliverance and the judgment and destruction of Esau Edom. And it says here, U.S. falls to lowest ever ranking on 2025 World Happiness Report. Right? U.S. falls to lowest ever ranking on 2025 World Happiness Report. All right. Once again, Esau and his studies, right? But what this is telling you here is the mirth, the happiness of America the Great. It's low. It says here it's lowest ever place. Right? I want to open with a scripture. Isaiah 24. Let me see what this says in the NLT. Isaiah 24 and 7. Isaiah 24 and 7. It reads, the grapevines waste away, and there is no new wine. All the merrymakers sigh and mourn. KJV, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth. All the merry-hearted do sigh, right? And that's that mirth spirit. It's being stripped from America the Great, Babylon the Great, right? People are no longer, everyone's in a vibration of despair, right? Isaiah 24 and 8, NLT, the cheerful sound of tambourines is stilled. The happy cries of celebration are heard no more. The melodious chords of the harp are silent, right? KJV, the mirth of tabrets ceaseth. The noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceases, right? It stopped, okay? People, there's nothing good to look forward to, right? Everything is bad news. Everything is doom and gloom, despair, right? Isaiah 24 and 9, NLT. And it reads, gone are the joys of wine and song, right? That party and bullshit spirit, man. But granted, Jake's still out there clinging to the clinging to it, right? There's a lot of news reports out of this year's spring break, right? Some cities gotta impose curfews and restrictions because Jake's just being wild with it. You know what I mean? But for the most part, right? The joys of wine and song. says here, gone are the joys of wine and song, right? It's nothing but doom and gloom in the forecast. Says here, alcoholic drink turns bitter in the mouth, right? People be getting the days of people getting drunk, right? They go to the club, they leave the club around 2 a.m. They go get some fast food in styrofoam containers around 3 a.m. They eat it, they don't finish it. They get home, they pass out drunk. They wake up with a slight hangover. They take a Tylenol, they go to work, and they do it again on Friday, right? Now people are drinking themselves in a stupor alone, right? And they're waking up and they're still miserable. Let's read this article, right? Because there's nothing. The forecast of the forecast is there's no good news. It says here the United States this year fell to its lowest ever place on the World Happiness Report, which highlights the positive effects benevolence and social connections have on people's life satisfaction. Finland remained the happiest nation for the 8th year in a row, while Mexico and Costa Rica ranked among the top 10 for the first time since the report was published in 2012. This year's report, which was released Wednesday by Gallup and its partners, ranks 147 countries by their happiness levels based on a population's average assessment of their quality of life from 2022 to 2024. Researchers found that the belief in the kindness of others, as well as actively caring about and sharing with others, has strong effects on happiness, according to the report. Right? Scriptures say the love of many shall grow cold. Right? People don't have kindness towards one another. People don't care about their neighbor. The only place you're gonna find people caring about one another sincerely is in this truth. Right? When we say neighbor, it's the body of believers, right? But people don't care about one another. Right? Everyone's out for themselves. Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and 12. And it reads, red letter, our Lord said this, and because iniquity shall abound, right? Iniquity is going to increase. We're in that time. It's going to continue to get greater and greater. Iniquity being sin upon sin, right? Degeneracy, wickedness. The love of many shall wax cold, right? The love of many shall wax cold. Let's read this in the NLT. Right. Out here's dog eat dog. That's the vibration. Matthew 24 and 12 NLT. Sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold, right? People don't care about one another, man. Right? Second Ezra 5. And 2. Second Ezra 5 and 1 points in 2. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens being signs, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden. Right? The way of truth shall be hidden. The famine of the word is twofold. The famine of the word, right? The access to this truth. The Lord is going to put a stop to put a spirit on Esau, Edom, to put a stop. Free speech, censorship, locking down the internet, right? Because this truth is going out and it's cutting these devils, right? Also, the men of the Lord shall be hidden in that day, right? So this access to this truth, right? It's going to be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. We're in that time. People don't believe in nothing out here, man. People don't believe in a higher power. Truth is where people don't believe in Yahweh Bashem Shai. Heathens forget about it. Wicked Esau forget about it. But 2/3 of our people do not believe in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? 2/3 of people believe in do as thou wilt. Right? YOLO. Here's the point, verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest. Right? And this is during the time of Esdras. So Esdras is being told by the angel, iniquity is going to increase above what you're seeing right now in your reality during the time of Esdras. Right? Or that thou hast heard long ago, and it's going to be more than what you heard in the past. Right? And we're in the time now where iniquity is increased. It's hit stratospheric levels. Right? Back in this article. Right? So there's no kindness of others. The love of many has waxed cold. Goes on to read here. Happiness isn't just about wealth or growth, it's about trust. Right? And the only true place you can trust somebody is in this truth. The Akyam, the brotherhood. Right? It's the only place, man. When we're out here navigating on our day-to-day life, we're very circumspect. Right? Because this place is wicked. The only place we can let our guard down is amongst the Akyam, the brothers. Says your happiness isn't just about wealth or growth. It's about trust, connection, and knowing people have your back. John Clifton, the CEO of Gallup, said in a statement. And that's not happening on this side in America, the Great Babylon. That's not happening, man. This place has to be totally done away with. Goes on to read. U.S. ranks 24th in the world, its lowest ever position. The U.S. ranked 24th in the world, one place lower than its 2024 ranking. America previously peaked at 11th place in 2012. One factor highlighted in the report was the increasing number of people who eat alone. In 2023, people who eat alone, right? In 2023, roughly 1 in 4 Americans reported eating all of their meals alone the previous day, an increase of 53% since 2003, right? And in America's heyday, all them shows that used to come on television, showcasing America's heyday, it was all about the nuclear household and families, right? Sitting at the dinner table, right? As recently as the Cosby Show, right? Yeah, before that, the golden age of America, the Great Babylon, the Great, them black and white shows, them old shows, when America was great, quote unquote. Leave It to Beaver, right? Was all about the family. Pops would come home, kiss his wife, pet the dog. They'd eat at the dinner table. How was your day? All right, let me get a quick scripture. Um, Proverbs 15. When I get the NLT. Proverbs 15 and 13. A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance, but by sorrow of the heart being mine, the spirit is broken. 17th verse. I want to read this in the NLT. Proverbs 15 and 17, NLT. A bowl of vegetables with someone you love, right? Being conscious of your diet, right? Herbs, right? Yeah, we eat meat, we eat lamb, we eat beef, chicken, right? But herbs, right? You got to incorporate the herbs. A bowl of vegetables with someone you love is better than steak with someone you hate, right? Food made with love, right? Does the body better, man, right? Foods that haven't been inflicted with trauma, because the America is a great one big mass conveyor belt of churning out food with no nutrients, with speed and efficiency. So you're getting cows that were slaughtered in mass, and trauma is released into their bloodstream. You in turn buy these packaged foods. It's one big mess out here, man. We got to get out of here, right? Right. But the food, being in a loving environment, when you consume food, is better for you. It's better for your body. It's better for your mind. Your heart being your mind, right? Than being tense, eating food. You're in a house with a woman, and she's a lion in the house. What's that scripture? Um, corner. Proverbs 20 21. Proverbs 21:9. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. Proverbs 25:24. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman and in a wide house. Right? You in a home with a brawling woman. It's just beef all the time. She wilding, she complaining, she nagging. Man, the food, and she preparing food for you. It's not happening, right? It's not going to do you any good, right? But yeah, I think that was it. That was it. I wanted to get out of this article. I don't think there's anything else. It says here, Latin American societies characterized by larger household sizes and strong family bonds offer valuable lessons for other societies that seek higher and sustainable well-being. The report said, right? Because listen, man, the Lord's removing the the um the mirth from Babylon the Great. No, that's not what I want. I want where is it? Jeremiah 16. I will close. Jeremiah 16. Jeremiah 16 and 9. This is going in the time of Jeremiah, right? The Babylonian captivity. But this can be applied to now, right? America the Great, Babylon the Great. Because the Lord is stripping America of her mirth. Jeremiah 16 and 9. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai of hosts, the power of Israel. Behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, right? This place, listen, man, this place is through, right? The voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, you know? Summer's the season of weddings. You see limos out there with ribbons and bows on them, and photographers in public parks taking photos of a newly married couple. Yo, the Lord's yanking that away from America the Great, Babylon the Great, right? The voice of mirth and gladness. The Lord's taking that away. and it's only going to continue to get worse. Right? This place is inherently wicked. Right? It's not profitable. Right? It's ruled in wickedness. It's ruled in it's founded in sorcery and witchcraft. Right? But yeah, that's it on that. I pray you edified. Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great Muslim and teach one rule well. Shalom to the all for elect.